Hey guys, it's TinaTheAwesomeCuber, and today I am super excited because I'm going to be unboxing the brand new mini AoSu. So let's go ahead and get into this package. So I pre-ordered this puzzle from the Cubicle not too long ago, and you guys have no idea how excited I am for this puzzle. A little while ago on the speed solving forums, there was a thread that talked about if you could have any puzzle like made in the world, what would it be? And I actually said a mini AoSu, and at the time the AoSu had just recently come out, so I didn't actually think there was a chance of them ever making a mini AoSu. I never actually thought they ever would. And so now that there is one, I am so ecstatic. So in the package, we have the mini MoYu AoSu itself, and it says here on the box 60mm, and it's just your standard MoYu box. We also have a free set of custom cut stickers cut to fit the mini AoSu, and I got these in my custom 4x4 color scheme, so the same color scheme that I use on all my 4x4s, as well as the two business cards, the transparent one and the regular white one. So let's go ahead and unbox it. Now this puzzle actually was delivered to my house while I was out of town. I was in Houston visiting some family over the holidays, and it felt like forever because I knew that this puzzle was waiting for me at home, and I just really wanted to go home and unbox it and open it and just solve it. I was super excited about it. So here we have the puzzle, and it's wrapped in some plastic. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that off. Okay, there we go. And it looks beautiful. This thing, it looks so incredible. Now, there are a few differences between this puzzle and the bigger version. The normal size 4x4 is a 62mm puzzle, whereas the mini is a 60mm puzzle. So that 2mm difference is the difference between a 57mm 3x3, which is the average size, and a 55mm puzzle, which is what most people would consider to maybe be an OH cube. So before I talk about that, I want to go ahead and do first turns because I'm very excited about this puzzle. So here we go. Oh man, it basically feels like your average AoSu, but this thing feels ridiculously smooth. It has the typical dry, scratchy feeling that the normal size AoSu as well as the bigger MoYu puzzles have, but it's actually very smooth, and it actually feels somewhat fast. My AoSu didn't feel this great out of the box. I've had to do a lot to it to make it to my liking. I have lubed it, and I have tensioned it, of course, but I've also broken it in because I've had it for quite a while. So I'm going to go ahead and pull my regular AoSu out. So here's my MoYu AoSu. This has been my main 4x4 since I basically bought it, and it's incredible. So basically MoYu did say that they did change something in this puzzle. So they have the basic same structure and everything, but MoYu did say that they changed something with the edges. So I'm going to go ahead and pull an edge from each of these puzzles to see what the differences are. So here we have the two edges. This edge right here is from the regular size AoSu, and this edge is from the mini AoSu. And I do notice there is somewhat of a slight difference. This edge right here, the regular size one, it's just a regular seam on this puzzle. So if you took this apart, it's basically where it seams, but it has just a normal seam. This one right here on the mini, there's a little bit of an indent in the seam. I'm not sure if that's really makes a difference, but the reason why MoYu sort of redesigned the puzzle a little bit is because there was reports of people having bad catches with their AoSus, and so they decided to redesign it a little bit. So this thing, I'm kind of having a little hard time opening it. There we go. So the insides, they look the same basically. I mean, I don't really think there's going to be any major differences between this puzzle besides the size. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the corners real quick. I don't think there really is going to be anything different on the corners, but why not go ahead and take a look anyway. And after that, I don't want to take apart any other puzzles. Maybe I'll do the centerpieces, but after that, I don't want to take this apart anymore because 4x4 is going to be a pain to put back together. So here we have two corner pieces. This is the mini corner, and this is the regular corner. They basically look the same, except the mini is, I think, slightly smaller, but that's kind of expected. Anything else? Really, I think that this part right here, the flat part along the base of the stem, is slightly larger, has a slightly larger surface area than this piece. But that's really the only difference. They look basically the same. So those are the corners. And last but not least, we're going to take a look at the centerpieces. So here we have the centerpiece from the regular AoSu, and here we have the centerpiece from the mini AoSu. Now there is one big difference between these two pieces, and I haven't actually noticed it before, but on the regular size AoSu, all of the centerpieces that I have, there's no caps on the centers, it's just a hollow piece right here. And this piece right here, it is a filled piece. It's not hollow and there's no gap or anything. This piece is also bigger than this piece, but this is the mini, so it's technically, it's supposed to be smaller. Just to make sure that all the pieces are supposed to be hollow, I also pulled out another centerpiece and it's also hollow as well. So that is one major difference I've noticed on this puzzle. There's also a hole here on the end of the center, whereas there's not a hole here on the mini. I'm not sure if mine's just weird. So those are all the pieces that I'm going to compare with these two puzzles. There are a little bit of differences, but for the most part, I think these cubes are going to perform the same. So they are now both put back together, and there's one last difference between this puzzle, and that is that the stickers are a little bit more fitted on the mini. Okay guys, so I just did a few solves with this puzzle, and I think I'm ready to give my final first impressions of it. So overall, this puzzle is pretty great. It's a MoYu product, so obviously the quality is there, and it's also based off of a puzzle that we all know and mostly love, and so it is a great puzzle. That being said, out of the box, it's not perfect, but that's really not something that I expected it to be. Now, it needs a little bit of work. It's not broken in and it's not lubed or tensioned, so it needs a little bit of work to make it just right. The only concern I have is that it did lock up a little bit, but again, it's a cube, but smaller than what I'm used to, so it takes a little bit of getting used to. Okay guys, so that is pretty much it for this video. These are the two items that were in my package. I got the brand new mini MoYu AoSu that came in the standard MoYu box, the new ones that come with the little windows, as well as the free set of stickers and the business cards. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!